before Aisha Huang was arrested, my man, and looking at the sea court in there, na member can't as one person me catch them one day. Because me some tears says Aisha Huang has 7 enko baby. I'm from Dolansha.
You are watching Juicy News on YouTube.
Yeah, the Benjamin Moba. But it's not a was Kevin Yamin Penasem. You, yeah, bow, bring your neighbor. Mamma Cram and Colan Beba. Yeah, the Benjamin Moba. Oh, that's now Peter Betty Kevin David Tano. Where you knew. Yeah, the Benjamin Moba. I'm a Ire Jao. Now, you repeat the Biania Manimuso and Tomota. Or Ire Oba Besenko for, Oba Besenko for, a man for Babesa man for. Tanaho, for Jimmy, you know. You can't crash on the Peter Betty. Why, what I such and chain? Yet, yeah. Oh, hello, 90 cents. Oh, I'm fine. Anyway, 9 so. Now, $2 you do as a son, or a son 20 Ghana. 20 Ghana. Week 2 days you were hey, sister Conina at the sense of your bra. See, you watch your energy, women, 30 Ghana. Who to me, chop money 30 Ghana. Ya benye iranye mo ba eja mo hose janka Jimmy ya kasam brown wansi. Now and the see your court ni I weja boy we do muade obeden foko FOKO kwanse no we see foko kura ya mesre no me see foko untumi nya shu wakoma beba obewu se wote wapeje wabeti ye de ai maama de ye tano me see enkwara ne beba December na mo hu de besi KFC boys ne omo KFC no mu adwuma o McDonald's ne TJ Maxx ne TB Maxx ne omo le oyati omo ka $11 an hour $13 enko be bia ai oba no sesa me say oba na wa no deda no ho ekua de obo o ai owie school o ko nursing obanyem no na ekua na nka so sorry obi ama no 10 Ghana ededa so we Jimmy sikana say anwochira ba kasem na nyamanya ye se na be obi fra brochire ba na oyi $1 again because share na my future $1 because oba no papa when you adwuma ye uyi chop money wo fie obari didi utumi nya sika because uyi adwuma utumi show ba o school on here some foolish boy be $20 the free US buy and then you be come kwala na gum 20,000 ombeba omo ba ehehehye omo to 11 oyi ba ku be 10 Ghana every time omo bra ko do 15 Ghana. No, you will be a 10 Ghana, what you know 10 Ghana. Obenyamono, simplicity, a cranny pump with sample say, walk condom, or the other. Bogey, you 10 Ghana, what to put a condom, say a bow. Hey, Brad Kevin, I am going to condom. Hey, or 10 Ghana, never bono. Security, asio, make. I think Kevin about them. No crack, no quale, todo, no quale, I. Bongo, I mean, man, Bongo or Shabby Bongo. Good evening, wherever you are, Bongo. The Afasha is coming out. The people are going to have their Omo in the United States. I'm a special person. They love me. I'll go to the Omo. In Cranford and Pomasamo. I'll talk about that. In Cranford Omo in the US. Now, before we go into the Aisha Huang, they see and sana ye arrest Aisha Huang. No, Montino baby, mena me de mamwende. Me said you saw a bear do so ye bema or Ghana no ombra out make say wa me bow di wom say bibi say see and say Cherished one me boa because videos dey me see ya Osafo Marfo or ye be bon sam or ye bibi ya Osafo Marfo mu say Aisha one asem so wakasa or ye bibi ya Osafo Marfo ya be bon sam na no se boto or ye bibi be bon sam na no se boto Osafo Marfo is dangerous na moment try the end court dey see any police for prosecutor Eden and woman by Aisha one kakana ya chiro no the omo try omo ko prosecute ni mo de mo jimi o jimilization humility che say me jiri one mentiasie the whole Ghana ya Aisha one kwa ya de go jina court the try say be charge ni ai ye the whole Ghana enjina ye charge ni Aisha one now use Aisha one go jimi. Now read this, let's read this. The complainants in this case are security and intelligence officers based in Accra. Say, di asem way a case court to say, young prosecutor Aisha Huang ne omo ya chomo no. Ye security intelligence for ye security and intelligence for into technically no a ban no and a complainant. Me be kan chirechirem kwame from pon. Me awano na onte brofo. Mo amowo eye swame o se chairman sabonsu constituency amonte brofo am MPD tinkan di jantrafo no munya din brebrem ho ase wakodi abenkwan awie mo abromo so na mo be de trase na me kyerkyere mo kyerɛ brofo egu out ase Sécrét constituency na po ne hwene se bombo tinkan jantrafo m ko ba nyina odi omo ondwene ho oba na obesi astrotef ma Jimmy asantime ma astrotef na ho hia astrotef na ho hia na poko trankran esika ekoso nya odibi na hwene basa wabesi astrotef ama wo awon constituency wo busa me busa astrotef no de na be ya ma wo astrotef na park na ya be no moa musa de se astrotef Jimmy we Jack Kevin de me kebibia utumi ya din ma me kaka ne brofro nche mo twi ma wo e den me nice chan boy me boy ne me anka why poster but town Kevin Taylor is my boyfriend, my name is Agnes Okum. Debi obi this Agnes boy na wo benya be ma de se me wo gina wo buofu ye yi utinu wo jare ni nyina wo te se kukuo. Shut up, listen to me. See, the complainants in this case are security and intelligence officers based in Accra. All the accused are Chinese nationals who have gained notoriety in engaging in series of small-scale mining activity known as galamsey across the country. Almost say nipa ya di baba gina court nyina ya Chinese for no jom di boni gina say de small scale mining a friend galamsey no ye. One clue say prosecutor kasa Aisha Huang small scale mining your friend galamsey. One, their case is weak. Aisha Huang wasn't involved in small scale mining. Aisha Huang is involved in illegal mining. There's a difference between small scale and illegal mining. And this is how they are setting Aisha Huang free. Me law school exams, LSAT. Now majority of those boys from the radio show Ghana some law students, no biampo enye na so be call law school. When it comes to the states, Ocho law school admission test, if it be logical reasoning. Somebody started about Ghana, 90% of those people there, they will fail. Now, prosecutor no abine say Aisha Huang small scale mining. Your friend galamsey in Ghana no illegal mining your friend galamsey. Small scale mining is not galamsey because they are registered small scale miners in Ghana. Obi betuma a small scale miner. Now on your registered, it does not make that person an illegal miner. Obi illegal small scale mining or no illegal operator. Now the prosecutor
you are watching
gradually they are carving some small window for Aisha Huang to escape. Because Osha charges na the Aisha Huang go court na. The yenina yeni daso say the boy Aisha Huang na galamsey illegal small scale mining, right? Illegal mining, but no enka charges no. So as we speak, Aisha Huang onye illegal mining or Ghana. In Ghana security focus on the court, Aisha Huang onye illegal mining. Untumi cheno so be illegal mining in Ghana. Obwa. Now they go on to say this. During the year 2017, the first accused, that is Aisha Huang, was arrested for similar offense, but managed to sneak out of the country, averting prosecution. Almost in 2017, this first accused, Aisha Huang, on manage abraya cheno, on manage and sneaky out of the country. There's a difference between deportation and sneaking. From 2017, NPP for catches Aisha Huang has been deported. You need to understand these facts. Say a chief burger or Germany, na deported one. The immigration takes over the deportation. So what Germany, what UK, what America, na chill, na ye be deported wa. The police in America, they have no hand in it. Actually, I don't stand to be corrected. These are facts. Say a chill or Germany, na ye be deported wa. Germany for police ni hand in it. It is the immigration because they are in charge of that. Now in 2017, Abawe catches they have deported Aisha Huang, meaning there should be records of a year Aisha Huang facing deportation. And it should not only be with the Ghana Immigration Service. The country that person deported Manakono, Germany. Now deported from Germany, Ghana. It is the immigration of Germany and Ghana, they work together to make sure that transit is done successfully. Into Aisha Huang or Ghana, say you're deporting to China. It is between the Chinese government, that their representative in Ghana, China embassy in Ghana, and the Ghana government. They coordinate to send anyone who is arrested and who is put up for deportation. In 2017, Aisha Huang has been deported. Now, and a whole government is in court saying Aisha Huang sneaked out. They are totally two different things. So, Aisha Huang sneaked out, meaning say Aisha Huang could NOP free Ghana. See, I will be sneaky out. Now, say Aisha Huang no 2017, no, and I could free Ghana, and if any sneaking out, sound. Ye hookah of fire, dina fumalization. Yakasa deporter, ya chew, and ye do a ukrum. Ya throw embassy and say, Asimesi Kevin Taylor, ya channel, ya deneba. Ni dinye mon chrese ono so or Chinese ni and send this plane with a fanako odua na China for na chrese yensaka Kevin Taylor inti paper chrese yensaka no hani so be face prosecution that is left with the Chinese government almost prosecuting her. But as we speak, there are no documents, no trail. The Chinese embassy has not released any statement. The Ghana Immigration Office led by Techi Ekrobi Osafo manka, the Controller General of the Ghana Immigration Service, Pamono. So I reading a mechanism last week, On the office, today government is saying sneak. The same government said deported. Jena Yemfa. Court no so the deportation to Aisha Huang so she's going to face bigger sanction. It will be easy for us to prosecute her. Because Aisha Huang has gone against the laws of the land. But the moment you say she sneaked, it is a will. She willingly sneaked out. And the Aban way of say we deport to Aisha Huang because on for documents and say deportation process now e bi ni ho. Almost the same Aban court to say she sneaked out. Two things here. Small scale minor and also illegal, one for illegal and also sneak out instead of deportation. Aisha Huang will walk as a free woman. Now, Omokos will say, during the early part of 2022, the first accused sneaked back into the country after having changed the details on her Chinese passport. Now, the government, say early part of 2022, and Aisha Huang sa Ghana codelization. Osaya could Ghana or could change details on the passport. So, baby, or could change the details in the Ghana government and country, immigration and country. So in Ivory Coast, so in Togo, so in Burkina Faso, we have no knowledge. But they have knowledge that Aisha Huang sneaked out, worked on her passport, and sneaked in again. So it looks like, say, the Ghana intelligence and the Ghana immigration service, they have a lot of information because they knew that Aisha Huang walked out quietly, and they also know Aisha Huang walked in quietly. We didn't know. We never knew that Aisha Huang even sneaked out because they need to prove beyond reasonable doubt that she sneaked out. Which border? Which date? How did she do it? Almost sneaking in through which border? Who was on duty? How did she get in? Early 2022. The Omo catch 93 things here. One, Aisha Huang, illegal mining, or almost small scale mining. And I'm galamsey, sure. Galamsey means illegal mining, but I'm small scale mining. Two, Aisha Huang sneaked out instead of deported. These are two things. Three, they say Aisha Huang sneaked in or saw Rim. Who has the records of all these things? Codelization out, codelization in, codemunu yatia. Me say Aisha Huang will walk a free woman. She'll be made to pay a fine. And they'll tell you she's going to China to go and serve jail time. Aisha Huang will walk. I'm saying this on this platform. Maybe Aisha Huang will walk. Because I have some bigger things to show you. Now, I'll call the other side. I'll sit there.
You are watching Juicy News on YouTube. Yes. Hot news all time.
The first accused sneaked back into the country after having changed the details on her Chinese passport. The first accused, that's Aisha Huang, again resumed the small-scale mining activities. Oh, they are careful about the English. They could have said Aisha Huang came back to resume the illegal mining activity. But you know, in Ghana, when you are caught taking part in illegal mining, you serve between 15 to 25 years. So that illegal word, they'll never use it. Because the moment you put illegal before small scale, that means she's guilty, because the president signed an executive order that when you are caught, say, oh, you're illegal mining now, you go to jail for 20 years. Now, the moment they take that illegal word from small scale, she can defend everything. So what they are doing to you people, say, Jimmy. Because when somebody sneaks into the country to get involved in small scale mining, what's the crime here? Mabami Chinese ni. I'm on for small scale mining. I don't know whether they have paid their dues or not. I joined the small scale mining. What crime have I committed? Because until I'm not able to prove, say, what I am involved in, it is legal, then you can find a way to say I was involved in illegal mining. But as we speak, the government has not been able to prove, say, Aisha Huang, who joined small-scale mining activities, that company or that process, it was illegal. How can you prove that? Because she can come up today and say, there is a certificate showing that this was illegal. And even if Aisha Huang, her lawyers are smart, they'll just come and say she joined the mining activity. She thought that the people she was working with had registered the company. Yeah. There's a difference between illegal mining and small-scale mining. And to say, if I tell the Aisha Huang back court, no, because I understand. You people are saying my client was involved in small-scale mining activity, and the company she was working with had not gotten a certification. It's not her fault. You can pardon her because what she did was small-scale mining. It did not, at the end of the day, affect the environment. The only way, because when the president was saying or putting this executive order out, it was explicit. Illegal small-scale mining. We have not seen illegal in any of these things. They are writing here. Now, Osafo the first accused again resumed the small-scale mining activities without license, and together with second and third and fourth accused persons engaged in purchases and sale of minerals in Accra without valid authority granted as required by the Minerals and Mining Act. Now we are talking about engaged in purchases and sale of minerals. If I come to Ghana as an American and I start to buy gold, right? I start to buy gold from people, and suddenly the Minerals Commission arrests me and say, I did not have license to do what?
Hot news
to
all
buy
time.
gold. What does the law say? Maybe the law has to fine me. Maybe the law has to fine me as a first offender. Maybe the law will just tell me that all the gold that I have bought, I have to make sure that I give it to the Security and Exchange Commission. There are so many ways this woman is going to work. Now, that Ghana phone, we were looking at Aisha Huang being deported and coming back. But today, from the government's own mouth, Aisha Huang sneaked out. And when he says sneaked out, did she escape from the grip of the police? Did they hand over Aisha Huang to the Chinese embassy for her to sneak out? How did Aisha Huang sneak out? Who facilitated her sneaking out? How did she leave the Ghana Police Service, the intelligence, to sneak out? Which border? Because the moment you say she sneaked out, you're supposed to show me where she went. You might have her passport. You should be able to prove to me. So you need to understand, say, all this you are seeing a game. They are playing you, NPP, a criminal party. The day before this woman went to court, and Nana Dankwe Kufuor said he doesn't think Aisha was deported. He was setting the pace for today's prosecution. Ekufuor deliberates no statement. On Jimmy Yo, he knew what he was doing. He wanted people to understand that the government itself does not see this woman who are committing any major crime. Because the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, You can call Kandapa any day. And such a huge issue, a woman who has murdered people, destroyed the forest. You telling us that you are putting your presidency on the line. You are not sure. You are a fool to be calling yourself the president of the republic. So if Aisha Huang was, in fact, importing nuclear weapons into Ghana and you have no idea, you are a fool to be the president. Wait, Jimmy, you are supposed to walk. You need to resign. You are not sure she was deported. You have a boss who heads the immigration. Wait, Jimmy, just to mean lead. You can't lead. You are ignorant. You are daft. This alone, we should have vote of no confidence in this guy. This guy, he's sick or dementia. He doesn't know what he's doing. Now, so who's steady way na? The person who train na say swami for. Almost Aisha Huang, eba Ghana, or Sri Chino, and or Patri Rabontene, sneakalization, and or Sabe room, and or better to good. Aisha Huang, from what you are seeing here, on your illegal mining biao, and say so, and say bibia. Aisha Huang ba Ghana, and wabe to good. Abra won't give permission also to good. Into Biba Ghana, not to good. No, the permissioner. You're jailing 100 years. One casamon, you know. Now, my mention my DB. Now, Aisha Huang. Now, before I tell you what I have to tell you today, and the assembly baby, let's listen to Aisha Huang lawyer, in Krabia Ifadete. Miria, na machewa de kudientia, Aisha Huang, they can never do anything. Osafo Marfo, Mumusa was Argentina is quiet. This is in Krabia Ifadete. Or no, Eka, the history. Tamana Oya Aisha Huang lawyer 2017. And also can't in the actually.
At the time, you were a lawyer for Aisha Huang, so I'm presuming that you may have been in contact with her when she was leaving the country. What, of course, did you get from her in terms of the accounts and grounds on which she was exiting Ghana in 2017?
At that time, to the best of my knowledge, she was in Ghana doing her own business. And she was arrested and tried. And the trial was in progress. And then suddenly, against her will, she was flown out of this country. If you ask, I would say that there is no legal basis for throwing her out
You are
of Ghana.
watching Juicy News on
Because
YouTube.
she did not
Hot news all time.
sit in the aeroplane at her option or according to her wishes. It's as simple as that.
And the point is, I'm asking for her personal account because government is giving us an itinerary, supposedly flights by the Ethiopian Airlines, indicating, I guess, 32F, I'm not too sure of the exact seat number, indicating that itinerary as part of the official processes for her deportation. You're contesting these facts?
Well, I am not privy to these facts. I don't know of these facts. That Aisha Huang, there was a statement concerning her departure and so on. I don't know of it. All I know is that we went to court. She was on trial, and the Attorney General entered nolle prosequi, and the judge discontinued the case. The judge struck out the case, and she was discharged. What that meant was that she was free to walk on the streets of Ghana and return to her normal business. The next thing we heard was that she was out of Ghana. Who did that? Who drew the itinerary for her departure? Who acquired the Ethiopian Airlines air ticket for her? All that I don't know of them.
Yeah,
you see? In Krabbe Fadate, MPP ni pa, you try to bema. Or the number maybe Fro show the source say or repeat on Sagwawi. So you see the game they are playing with you, they are playing with words. Suddenly, the immigration office, may say the boss of the Ghana Immigration Service, say Krobia and Kodimian Sankwa resign. Hey, mo power, it do sometimes in pay nyabo trao. So China or head the Ghana Immigration Service, Jesus Christ. And resign face trial. The boss of the Ghana Immigration Service. Menoka say he's still sitting there. That why Why are we here today? Why? How foolish are we now? Then you are telling me, say, today you need NDC to come and tell you policies. Policies for what? Policies to do what? Yeah, but your mind no, yeah, protect your mind no. Not kwasiebi ka brofu. So from what her lawyer is saying in 2017, omojina court. And Attorney General then Godfrey Dame, na oye wine, na oye deputy to Gloria Kufu. Satam Gloria Kufu, and an Attorney General. Penkauta, Quibina no Kahono. On an is a second Penkauta, Huang, Quibino, and a new Basabino. The file, non prosecutor, say, ye case, no, Attorney General Castle court in check case, no only case be against the Attorney Aisha Huang, 2017. Where an lawyer. And yeah. Ghana government, any case, you know, and striking Bibia against Aisha. Aisha Huang can walk free. Yes, you're deporting. Now Aisha Huang, now onye Bibia, why are you deporting her? So Aisha Huang, you didn't go to court. Any Attorney General said there's no case against her. Why would she sneak out of Ghana? So this is what he said.
Day trying to look at the fact sheets and the allegations being raised against their counsel. You're welcome to the polls. Let's start off with the claims being made by prosecution. The first allegation is that she fled the country in 2017. What's your official response to that?
Now, I am surprised when this type of information is given out to the public. I was the lawyer for Aisha Huang far back in 2017 and 2018. I do remember that we were defending Aisha Huang on various charges according to this mining law. Now, Aisha Huang defended herself through cross-examination and so on.
You are watching Juicy News on
until
YouTube.
When
Hot news all
she
time.
was supposed to open her defense. Now, on the day the case was called before High Court Criminal 1, presided over by Justice Eric Baden, the Attorney General surprised all of us by entering noli prosequi, which means don't prosecute. Now, what that meant is that the court had no choice but to discharge the accused person and to strike out the case for want of prosecution. This was done. Now, I remember I asked the police that, can I take my client out of the courtroom? Then the police said, oh, counsel, we want to take her for some documentation. And later, the next thing I heard was that she has been put in an aeroplane and flown out of Ghana back to China, her home country. So if today the police is telling the court that Aisha sneaked out of Ghana, I don't understand.
And that's where I want to, that's where we need a lot of clarity in terms of what circumstances, the circumstances under which.
He is not sure whether Aisha was deported. Because there is no documentary backing to the circumstances under which Aisha left the country. There is no executive instrument signed by the president declaring her as persona non grata. There is no act of parliament ordering the deportation of Aisha. The Minister of Interior has no documentary proof that Aisha should be deported. So, all this taken into account, the circumstances surrounding Aisha's departure from Ghana does not mean she was deported. And no wonder, I'm not surprised that today she was not charged with illegal entry or that she's an illegal immigrant. No, nothing such happened. The charges against her were two: mining without a license and dealing with sales of minerals without a license. That is simpliciter.
That's it. Aisha Huang has a case. Unless the Attorney General or the applicant, or sorry, the complainant amends their case. How are they going to amend it? Any amendment shows that you have already lost the case. 2 charges. And what we are looking at, Aisha Huang is an illegal immigrant. Any charging him. So you are basically prosecuting Aisha Huang to say any ordinary person also they have been involved in selling equipment for galamsey, small scale mining. And it's not even illegal mining, no. A license. What does the law say when you deal in minerals? Whilst you don't have a license, what does the law say? What does the law say when you sell equipment that is used in mining? What does the law say? Do you go to jail for 20 years? Because when the Kufuor was making a statement explicitly saying that people involved in illegal mining should be jailed, he did not say people involved in buying minerals without license or people selling equipment. He did not say that. The emphasis was if you are caught in practicing illegal mining, one can say small scale mining, I see illegal mining, illegal small scale mining. In that letter, there's nowhere illegal small scale mining. Small scale mining. Technically, she can defend herself and walk. Aisha Huang will walk. Now, members of TBB say, this is the same precedent when Dr. Solomon Owusu Ebusan or US about Aisha Huang, he was explicit on Asemana Opesa or Aisha Huang deportation. And this is what the Kufuor
watching
say.
Juicy News on YouTube. Hot news all time.
She was arrested and she was in the middle of prosecution that the Attorney General issued a public prosecutor to discontinue the case and she was thrown to China without any prosecution. Now, the Ghanaians are arrested and they are put to jail. But we have the law that anybody engaged in illegal mining should be jailed at least 3 years. That was Mineral and Mining Act 2008, Act 703, Section 99. And you have even increased it to 20 to 25 years. Now, why is it that you didn't prosecute and jail Aisha Huang? That is one. 2, Your Excellency. Why is it that after the declaration of the 20 to 25 years on August 20th, I have a document that shows that more than 20 Chinese guys have been arrested and they are in the Inter-Ministerial Committee office. When are you going to prosecute them, jail them to serve as deterrent to others? 2, Bloomberg reports, 2008 reports, small-scale operations were banned in Ghana. Where did we get that gold from? Who produced that small-scale mining gold? That some of your government.
So some of your questions you can tackle illegal mining in general. Perhaps. I
think first of all, the fight against illegal mining in Ghana is something that has never been systematically undertaken until I came into office. So it's a first step, and it's a beginning. I think the decision that was made to deport the Aisha on hindsight was a mistake, and that is why that procedure has been stopped. The attitude and the thinking was that the problems involved in prosecuting, then having to hibernate and look after, etc. Just better to send.
So it was straightforward. He said the prosecution of Aisha Huang was a mistake. Remember, Osafo Marfo so ekachire Ghana for America, Washington DC, Ghana embassy. So Aisha Huang dey Ghana for me see bogus dey Jimiama. Yani bino 90% of bogus wa bruchiri, especially UK for ni bi, any Germany for ni bi. UK Germany for ni bi there 90%. Yani bogus no ye Jimmy. Osafo Marfo jina ye nimu America Washington DC. Ekachire we nim say Aisha Huang do a special being. Omo to be prosecuting no. Omo prosecuting ewo repercussions. Just say, near to what a Jimmy for almost restless. Namunya no motia senkrego ati bekwaya en kreti adwuma ma omunye adwuma ndi no omo ye bo mutuo ye chi omugum na mo de mokwase ati abrocheti Washington DC mo Jimmy, some of you these bloggers money a problem no burglarization and jimilization. 90% of bloggers are abrochiri ye Jimmy for yentina kwasiafo eti Ghana dis an kwasiasem kwasia ba abrochiri no ya mesue nyansa de be mafie pressure. Ye de kwasia ne ye tribalism ne ye Jimmy ye ho kankan ne bi abetra brochire ene ye da ho yusu ye da ho extra activator ye da ho eye enkwasiade ene ye de ti bro enti ye mesua hwe ye ntumi mafie pressure e man kwasiafo otifie di muasem omusafo plane ba ha ne ye sate ye bo ensem mo ade enti ye jollof kwasia jollof bi wo Washington DC embassy ye mbedi ye tia bogus nkwasiafo ebi mo. Yes, ebi mo Jimmy 90%. Yet ya no mo ba mo so nkosi cathedral. Ye bo adwuma 3-4. Ye de yakwasia kwotena osa ko mo musika. Mo nya de amfa nkosi cathedral. Ukuro ma senkregwa yes ya asase no. Ukuro mbekwa yes ya asase no. Aban na otoma ne so o ma anyoma ye wo ya boa. Mo nim nyansa, mo bogafo ni bi. Madane nkwasiafo mo na mo sai kuro no. Now, sa nipa we ya sa betena radio so ka kire ye say. He is not even aware. He is not even sure. He is the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces.
Juicy news on YouTube. Hot news all time.
The commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. He is briefed every morning by the cabinet. His security minister, his DND minister, everybody briefs him. On face-to-face, they send him a document to read. Now, if today this Lilliput, this Agove is sitting on radio in Ghana to tell you, say, a sensitive issue like Aisha Huang issue, no, he is not sure. Plus myself, Ghana for you, Jimmy.
When you have a situation like this woman who was, I'm not still sure whether she was in fact deported or whether she fled the country the first time and has now come back. But whatever, there still seems to be some uncertainty about it. But whichever way it is, she's become the sort of nickname for all that the Galamsey represents. And unfortunately, also for the involvement of Chinese nationals in Ghana in this particular illicit trade. We have constantly to work at it. We need to have the cooperation of the courts. Until recently, till I came, the presence. And unfortunately, also for the involvement of Chinese nationals in Ghana in this particular illicit trade. We have constantly to work at it. We need to have the cooperation of a situation like this woman who was, I'm not still sure whether she was in fact deported. Or a situation like this woman who was, I'm not still sure whether she was in fact deported. A situation like this woman who was, I'm not still sure whether she was in fact deported or whether she fled the country. The situation like this woman who was, I'm not still sure whether she was in fact deported or whether she fled the country the first time.
Upon Kroman, it's seen or the teacher. We nominate a young one now. They are coming to carry NPP. We move some your president. This guy made an emphatic statement. He is not sure whether she was deported. And then upon Kumahun Ghana for Bim say Yankwasiafua, Duduano Eddie MPP chair, Kennedy Samoya Mua, Mudi Abron Yankwasia statement. He comes out to say the statement upon Kuma after re-listening to the statement. Upon Kuma has that audacity. Kacha said that statement was a figure of speech. Where Kwasia? Where Jimmy? And I don't blame upon Kuma. I blame Ghana for the so-called intellectuals. The so-called intellectuals are foolish. When Jimmy Chai Kaya na or doing some munyansa boba kasema nyoma ye no. Mudi mutumi king kind tiasi no. Mu so-called intellectuals mu yankwasiafo mu na mudi abeduha. The Sankumes and those foolish ones na omunena na Ghana no. They have problems. They have solution to every problem. They are expecting everything. Saturday no mugu news file. Saturday no mugua. Saturday no mugua. They are expecting everything. everything. And it's go upon come to me, Jim my catcher say the emphatic statement the president made. It's to say, I say moi. Just I say yen school na ekoye no. Na yekosua abrofo no, ye de ye Jimmy. And the Obenya MPP ni Ghana ni sitting on TV defending the stupid statement from Kojo Ponkruma. Abrayati, the president himself, making an emphatic statement that he is not sure the lady was deported. Now we MPP ni we abua. We are Tesco ni we are kwasia. DNA we abua. Why can't you sit back and say these people are disrespecting your intelligence? And it's people like that, we are MPP. But here must kwasia foka krawe no. What is idiomatic or what is figurative about what Ekufuado said? What is figurative about it? It was an emphatic statement. Now I'm trying to find the caption for that. You get it? Now, Wabeka say the statement Ekufuado made, a figurative. Let it and just statement be a wait, Jimmy. You are a young man. Are you foolish? Wait, Jimmy. And these people are parading in the streets of Ghana and telling Ghanaians, say, I want to be future president. Our foot. Upon Kruma, you are the most foolish information minister ever. You know why? Because you don't respect me. You don't respect the ordinary Ghanaian sitting there. Politics, they all trim. And Kawunya sa vigor to come and sit on TV and tell Ghanaians, say, that statement is figurative. Now, young go ahead. Now, before Aisha Huang was arrested, we are going to with team at TME. There's more to this. There are videos, there are tapes. Minim diameye. And I want you people to listen to me. Obia or say, this is a lie. Everybody di wahano. Umbra out. And Meka say, he or she or he knows nothing about this. Now, Aisha Huang, there was a meeting on the 18th of August 2022. Accra. On the 24th of August 2022, there was another meeting. Wow, should be a tea. On the 18th of August 2022, there was a meeting between government officials and Aisha Huang. On the 24th of August 2022, there was another meeting between some government officials and Aisha Huang. On the 5th of September 2022, Aisha Huang was arrested. Now, the meeting was held, location, behind the ANC Mall. There is an office there. The meeting was held behind the ANC Mall. There is an office there where the meeting was held. The meeting was held at 10 a.m. First meeting was 18th of August 2022. Second meeting was the 24th of August 2022. On the 5th, Aisha Huang was arrested. The meeting was held behind ANC Mall. There is an office back there. A meeting was held there. The owner of the office is called Zeni. He's the brother-in-law of Bawumia. The brother-in-law of that office, his name is Zeni. He is the brother-in-law of the vice president, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. The people who were at the meeting was Osafo Marfo, Aisha Huang. Osafo Marfo was at the meeting. The meeting that was held on the 24th of August at 10 a.m. in that office behind ANC Mall, Osafo Marfo was there. Aisha Huang was there. The owner of that office is called Zini. He is the brother-in-law of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. The time for that meeting was 10 a.m. in the morning. They discussed about weapons. And they discussed about mining gold. I'm going to say this again. On the 18th of August 2022, a meeting was held. On the 24th of August 2022, another meeting was held. On the 24th of August, on the 5th of September 2022, Aisha Huang was arrested. The meeting was held behind the ANC Mall in an office. That's the location. The owner of that office is called Zini. He is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's brother-in-law. It was organized at 10 a.m. Yao Osafo Marfo the advisor to the president, the senior advisor to the president, was at the meeting. Aisha Huang was at the meeting. Weapons were discussed and gold was discussed. I'm leaving this here. Whatever happened when they were driving out, when they were coming in, I will show you.
Yo, it is for winning some Kevin Taylor, edit to Aisha Huang. Galamsey campaign a yache no edene kokota ya money bill na wode nsem a course so e wo court no etudwa saa so na ye meeting a course so between Aisha Huang ne Osafo Marfo komo a wani di ye wode ne nyina eso etudwa saa so na ne nsem ne lawyer nsem a ne lawyer so kan ye wode ne nyina etudwa ene the president na rodan kwa nsem bi ebisa no fa Aisha Huang ho eno so wode ne nyina etudwa wo so betimi akyere wadwen afa saa nsem we nyina ho